is welcome to twitch.tv/free enterprise's presentation of the Friday weekly race. Today we have for you Poidorak, Error 72, Chakasura, and Scratch Dragon in No Country for Old Men or Children. So, this week the flags we have are V1, which is Forge the Crystal, KQMT, which means your key items could be anywhere, and missing characters are going to be Cecil, Kane, Edward, Rosa, Yang, and Edge. So melee characters are going to be at a premium today. However, the items will be plentiful and generous as it is T4S3. And glitches, we will have the Dwarf Castle Warp glitch and the Life glitch. So, but we should be taking off here just any moment. Make sure to follow those runners as they are going to be putting on a great show for you today. But we should be taking off here pretty quick. Just waiting for the last couple of runners to ready up here. In the meantime, just waiting for the last couple of people to, like I said, ready up here. And I am Questifer Workin, your host for today. Evelon LPS should be here fairly soon, running just a few moments behind. And it looks like we do have a Kidius start for you today. And we should be, like I said, starting up here pretty quick. Wanting to know who we are going to have as her guardian ad hominem today. And good luck to everybody. A couple of things to look out for with this is going to be a high magic seed. Going to need to be careful for the Twin Harp spot, as it does have a high magic defense stat, and those bosses that do wall themselves off, such as Baigan and the Wyvern, especially early on pre-Quake. As I said earlier, this is a KQMT, which means trap chests, summon bosses, and the usual key items are all going to have possibility for those key items, so we could be in for the long haul today. Appreciate your patience now. People running just a few minutes behind, do appreciate your patience here. Oh, all right, the gate has dropped and we are off in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, minus the stream delay. Oopsies. No one caught that, right? And they're finally off. And we have a Sid, one of the few melee we do have left, and we have a hook start, ladies and gentlemen. So we could be in for the definite long haul. Looks like Scratch Dragon is immediately heading for Damcyan. Everyone else heading directly into Baron. With Palom in Baron Inn. Now, most of your good weapons, like that crystal sword I just saw picked up in the Baron Inn, is going to be directly for money, as no one can use it. That's going to be used to purchase their early J items, which are going to be highly useful here in this seed. No one checking the item shop as far as I can tell. Going for that early Palom. Nope, they're heading back into the item shop. What do we got? It's selling stuff. Crystal Sword adding a lot of money. Gaia Drums there in Baron. He's going to pick up about 5 of them. But grabbing that early Hobbs summon for Scratch Dragon. And it looks like it's Ashura. Yep, it was Ashura, so that's a good early summon for the heals, in lack of a decent white mage, especially early on. Poydrak heading into Kaipo here, while Chakasura is heading into Damcyan. Scratch Dragon picking up his hovercraft, and looks like he's going to head directly into the Eblan Cave, going to pick up that free character and check the shop there. See what he can't find. Now S3 is on, which means it finds a pass. Gonna possibly see what that shop holds, but definitely pick up that free character. Now with S3 on, rune axes are available for purchase in weapon shops, which is going to be Sid's best melee weapon. Artemis arrows also available. Scratch Dragon changing his mind here and heading into the shop. Chakasura also picking up that free summon. Gonna find that Ashura. Oh. Looked like he picked up a Flame Whip for Rydia there. Rydia also going to be a decent melee character early on, but will want to most likely convert to a Black Mage. Scratch Dragon passing on the chests for now, probably afraid of that trap chest. With those 2 Stalemen, I don't blame him at this stage of the game. Error also picking up his Hobbs summon. Will we see who's on? Oh, another Sid on the backside of Hobbs, guarded by a Mom Bomb. And that looks like a Porom to me in the Eblan Cave. So that's your early white mage. And with Rosa banned out this seed, that's gonna be your white mage, and if you don't find a Fu. Answering a question in chat, Child Rydia is not a very good white mage, as she's limited only to Cure 1. As in the vanilla game, she's usually gone by the time you would be expected to learn anything else. So early double Sid, that leads to a good melee heavy party. Chakasura dipping into the Antlion Cave, and I believe I saw it picked up a Dragon Whip and a Tiara. That'll make Rydia a pretty good melee character for now. And Rydia takes a nosedive for error fighting the Mom Bomb, but Mom Bomb is down. Scratch Dragon running into that Staleman chest and decides to nope out of it, but he took a save, so he's good for now. Doesn't lose much time. Poitrak coming out of Agert, didn't quite see what was in the shops there, and looks like he's just going to be shopping around. Looks like we've got the Magus Sisters in Antlion Cave for Chakasura. Who fall easily to a Gaia Drum. And Random Chicken, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for supporting Free Enterprise. Chakasura just finds a Murasame. Well, that's free cash. Ooh, looks like we found our Artemis arrows. We just need that Artemis bow. Looks to be Fabul for error. I didn't quite catch where he went in. Yep, that's Fabul. Poitrak checking the backside chests for Hobbs. Finding a Bacchus wine, but that's about it. Finds Ogopogo. That's not good. Poitrak taking out Mom Bomb at Hobbs. Let's see what he finds. Looks like Scratch Dragon's getting set up to take out his Fabul fight with Ogopogo. And Chakasura is heading into Kaipo. Not finding much available in the weapon shop. And Error finally nopes out of the Ogopogo fight, but hadn't saved after getting his second Sid, so that's a bit of a time loss there. I don't think he realized it though, heading back into Fabul. Looks like Error's trying Ogopogo again as his Scratch Dragon, but going at it with just the two characters, he's not going to have a fun time eating those blazes. And Error nopes out again. Chakasura heading into her Ogopogo fight. Meanwhile, Error has decided discretion is the better part of valor and is heading into Antlion Cave. Meanwhile, Poydrak has taken out Ogopogo, only losing one Sid. This could be. We'll see what key item is there for now. Gets an Earth Crystal. Scratch Dragon getting through as well, getting his Earth Crystal. And we'll see how Chokasura fares. Oh, apparently was able to take that out pretty quickly. I missed it. Scratch Dragon now heading up the backside of Hobbs here. He's going to pick up his second Sid. Oh, learned Bahamut. Found a good Bahamut summon for Rydia. That will make her pretty darn... a pretty good powerhouse, as long as she's got the mana. Looks like Chakasura is going to check out Troya here. She grabbed a Bahamut. Someone must have been in the in Fabul. I missed it. Bad me. And looks like Scratch Dragon's finally going into his Antlion Cave. And Chakasura is gonna check out the Troya Treasury here, now that she's got that Earth Crystal. See if there's any Charm Rod, see if there's any open for a Stardust Rod. Ooh, there's a ribbon. And an Excalibur, but that's just cash in hand. Same with that Murasame. Alrighty, and I expect at this point they'll be heading up to Tower Azat here, cash in that Earth Crystal. And check Flame Dog chest here. Checking out the weapon shop here, not going to find anything of real value. Poidrag visiting the Baron Inn. King and Queen Eblin guarding, is the first boss guarding Palom here. Smackety smackety, and down go the King and Queen. And we have a vanilla Karate Man. And I didn't, did chat, did you catch what the item was? I missed it. Twin Harp. So that opens up Magnus Cave, but with this party fairly Sid heavy, shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially with the Dragon Whip on for Rydia. And a tower key at Baron Inn for Poidrag. Scratch Dragon not too far behind Poidrag. Chakasura having just a little bit of trouble in Tower of Zot, with only the starting two characters. Air, on the other hand, back at Mom Bomb, picking up his second set, having a little bit of trouble keeping his Rydia alive. Oh, and it's CPU at Magus sister spot. That'll be a fun time for him. Now you just gotta hope he can outdamage them, the attacker bot with no healer. Scratch Dragon will be probably the best setup to take that out with the Porom healer. Chakasura is unleashing Bahamut on the CPU. We'll see if that takes it out. And yes, it does. Air going back to Fabul, going against that Ogopogo. See if he's able to survive this time. And it looks like we have Fusoya, the first character in Tower of Zot. Decent amount of boss now, should prove to be fairly useful. And I can't, that's gonna be a Porom for Chakasura. So he finally get a healer for him rather. My apologies. Scratch Dragon heading up to Tower of Zot. He'll be able to find a Fu and pour him here in the next couple of minutes. And it looks like we've got Kalbrenna at the Valvola spot. One quick Bahamut and bye-bye doll.
I'm not late, am I?
Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes?
You're fashionably late. It's okay.
Oh, alright. Sounds good. Where are we at tonight?
Oh, we're all over the place.
That sounds fun.
Chuckster has just finished up Tower of Zot for an Artemis bow. Meanwhile, Scratch Dragon's heading up Tower of Zot. And Poydrak is in Eblan Castle here. Just finished up one of the trap chests. We'll see what he gets here momentarily. Finds nothing of value.
This isn't the random ID I'm looking for. Here it is. Wait, which one are we on? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're on Free Enterprise tonight.
Oh, I see.
Scratch Dragon picking up his twin harp from the Flame Dog chest.
Looks like we got the King and Queen of Eblan being fought in the lower left, and they just lost to Chokosura.
Well, fire-breathing dragons have a tendency to blow things up rather quickly.
They certainly do, but it looks like the Yang fight in the vanilla position. Who randomized this?
That would be Smidby. Again, I apologize to him previously for I will forever mispronounce his name.
Why, thank you, Smapety. I forgot daylight savings kicked in, which is probably why I'm late. Very sorry.
Wasn't that like 2 months ago?
I don't know, man. I live in AZ. We don't count it here. If
yeah,
only,
that
though.
would do it.
That's why I was like, I'll be just in time, and then I wasn't. Man. Flag set is, this is Forge the Crystal tonight, so they have a long way to go still.
Yeah, especially with it being KQMT, we are in for the long haul.
All right. I hope you guys are ready then. Let's see here. Get this SRL behind the scenes stuff out of the way so I can get to some real commentary.
Scratch Dragon fighting his CPU fight and getting through it with just one death. Meanwhile, Air taking out his King Queen Eblan, and looks like Poydrak's in Castle Eblan. Chokosura looking like doing some shopping here.
The what was the key item from Yang? It was the twin harp, right? Or
no, twin harp was in Flame Dog chest. I forget. I want to say it was an Artemis bow. Don't quote me on that.
now what? I didn't get to see the flag set before. Oh, here we go. Okay, so KQMT. I see. So it can be any. Oh my God, these key items are all over the place tonight.
Yes, they are. They are going to be everywhere.
Nice Fasoya find in the Tower of Zot, though.
Yeah, it's late enough in where he actually has some spells and can be useful.
And that's the child. Oh,
That's
it's the twin.
Porum.
Okay, Porum. All right, so we have 2 Porums and Fusoya. Looks like on Scratch Dragon's side of the screen, alongside probably Rydia. And, oh, Sid. Okay. Trying to get
Tower key from Baron in. My
tower key from Baron. Okay, I was gonna say there's
Yep.
a new key item there. I just didn't see what it was. I saw the thing flash on there, but I looked away before I actually clued into what the item was. So.
Yeah, I saw an Artemis bow somewhere. Must have been from Tower of Zod. I don't remember. Chakasura heading up Mount Ordeals here. 3 bosses for Soya. That's 9 spells. Just about the only reason to go up Ordeals this sea, because Tella's nowhere to be found, and at this point he's useless.
Yeah, I mean, a curse ring on pretty much any party member that's worth it. Sid is, in my eyes, Sid is a good candidate. If I were to grab that curse ring, that's probably who I'd put it on.
See, I'm not a fan of the curse ring. I understand the thought process behind it, but I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, it does pretty much make whatever slot you're putting it on, and well, it makes the middle slot basically useless. Depending on the character that you're shoving it on. I know that Cecil, if he has the curse ring, he can still do pretty good, especially if you give him the right sword. But
yeah, but see, Cecil's nowhere to be found this scene. He's been put on the ban list, so he's gonzo.
I was looking at that. I see no Kane, no Cecil, no Edward, no Rosa, no Yang, no Edge. So it's pretty much just Sid is going to be your main source of melee DPS, it looks like.
Yeah, and there is a double Sid available, so you can, if they do find rune axes, another Artemis bow, Artemis arrows have been found for sale. So
oh wow, yeah, that'll do good then. So then if let's see, I'm trying to think of other possible candidates here. Is Palom? Yeah, we have Palom, so you could probably do some hybrid reflect strats if Palom is anywhere to be seen. I know that we have 2 Porums.
Yep, 2 Porums are available. Get her up high enough, we can, reflect cast white. That'll do some deeps.
Mute these channels real quick. All right, here we go. I think we are just about done with making sure my screen is set up. That's the Flame Dog Trap Chest in the Tower of Zot on Error 72 screen. What a great name, by the way.
Should have been Error 404, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
We wouldn't be able to see him on screen, though, if that was his error. Let's see what he gets out of this chest. Oh, looks like
it's the Twin Heart.
Twin Harp out of the Tower of Zot chest, and there is a Palom. Error 72 does have a Palom, so he's somewhere.
Yeah, he was in Baron Inn, if I remember correctly.
Ah, I see. So yes, I do foresee some possible hybrid strats. Miss Dragon on the on Mount Ordeals there. I'm assuming that because we have the Summon Monsters quest on for the key items, that once they get rid of this Miss Dragon, they'll be able to head back to the city and pick up the key item from Rydia's mom.
That's a no free lunch, not a summon monster. But yes, once Miss Dragon dies, it's back to Rydia's mom.
Oh, is it no? Okay. I was that means that a lot of missed minutes on my run are as a result of me not knowing what that was from. Good to know.
I blame the Arizona sun.
You know what? It gets real hot at times, so I'd probably blame it too. That's usually what I blame most of my problems on.
It's a viable excuse.
Yeah.
Fu picking up Nuke. So find a Stardust draw. Things are gonna start exploding quick.
Nuke on itself with Rydia casting or summoning Bahamut every once in a while is probably gonna do the trick nicely as well. Just clean up anything that Bahamut doesn't wipe out, or vice versa.
It will. Samurai Shield for the Ordeals grind, not worth. But we'll find out if Rydia's mom has it going on.
That's horrible. But I guess we will see. Yeah,
Sure,
that
takes a quick nosedive.
That shield is actually worthless. Looking back at the ban list here. I mean, if they get a dwarf axe, and there's nothing better for Sid, I suppose. But they have Artemis bows, so that's out of the question. Interesting D-Lunar fight going on. Scratch Dragon screen at the bottom right.
Yeah, it looks like he's just boss fighting to power up Fu.
Yeah, seems like.
Meanwhile, Poidrak's going to be the first person to dive Upper Babel, head underground.
Oh, you get to Upper Babel by going through the cave, and then okay. I was like, wouldn't he be in Lower Babel because of the key? But no, he uses the hook.
Yep, hook was our first key item given to us at Baron Castle. So this is most definitely a hook seed. Thanks, Mepti.
After the Ordeals Gauntlet, what's the consolation prize? But I didn't see.
It was a Samurai Shield at the top of Ordeals.
Smapty is saying that D-Mist is a nice consolation prize after the Ordeals Gauntlet. Oh, okay, just for the key item in general. I see.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out context because nobody had gone there yet to pick up the item. So big oops, but
yeah, just put 2 and 2 together.
yeah.
Let's see what it's got here.
Don't skip it, Chokosura. Big bomb.
Rydia's mom does not have it going on.
Rydia's mom dropped the bomb. Oh man, that's not. There's some morbid irony there.
Yep, yeah, it looks like Chokosura should be heading down. No, he's gonna go check the. Looks like he's gonna go check Magnus Cave. So we are gonna get music, ladies and gentlemen.
Chokosura appeasing all of the fans by heading straight into that cave. Maybe drop a bomb on whatever bad guy's in there. I totally forgot about that hidden passageway behind the trees.
I never knew about that. I'm learning things. I never knew about these chests.
I was gonna say, it's just showing you all kinds of stuff. Those 2 in the top right, I don't really know if they ever have anything good in them. I think the chest spawning for those is just bad in general, but that one in the lower right there, since it's so out of the way, I think it has something good. I wasn't paying attention, but I think he got like a...
I think it was just gold.
Yeah, it might have just been gold.
All 3 spots.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually you can get like some cures out of there. Now that I've seen it, I'm recollecting all of the past runs.
Chokosura diving deep, not bothering to check the chest. She wants music, or he wants music. Second time I've done that. My apologies.
You say. In the oh, that's the wrong server. There we go. In the
all right, what kind of music do we got today?
Streams.
Moment of silence.
Yep. Trying to figure out what the music is. Oh, it's the gold saucer. Yep. It's I think that's Final Fantasy VII's gold saucer, right? Oh no, it is Final Fantasy VI. It's like the yeah, the auction house. Thank you. I don't know how I got those confused. Oh my goodness, DJ at C gifting a whole bunch of subs to Rolfizz, Final Fantasy Cats, a gift sub to me and Christopher Warkin. Thank you so much. Draven Hart, Goggleton, Jeffy78, Night Drew 14, Alexa LaFay, and Thomas123. Big thanks to DJ at C for the gift subs. This is actually probably the first sub that I will ever have on Twitch, so this day in history. Anyway, let's see what the key item is from the Magnus Cave here.
As Antlion dies a big, painful, fiery death.
Poor Antlion.
Finds a
The Baron Key. That's a pretty good rabbit hole to go down for this flag set, because not only are you gonna get the key item from what's his name?
From the king, but there is also the Odin spot if you're feeling froggy at this point.
Yeah. There's also the Odin spot, and there's a possible party member. Could see maybe like a duped Fu or something like that. A duped
Palom.
Yeah, Palom, thank you. Duped Quack Kid might go a long way as well for the hybrid strats / reflect strats. Are there any trap chests in the waterway?
No, there are no trap chests in the waterway.
Okay.
It looks like Chakasura is going to take the bait.
I mean, it's worthwhile bait to take, even if you don't get a key item. You could possibly get, another Artemis bow for your Cid, or maybe there's something good in the caves themselves, a rune axe or something like that. Because, I mean, we have T4 on. We can find anything in these treasure chests.
Yeah, always looking for that Stardust rod.
Adamant armor, something like that, too.
Yeah, but not opening the chest. He's skirting right around him.
Double checking. Unless there's no adamant in this one.
Nope, there are adamant armors.
They're there. We can find them.
I found two in the practice seat I played earlier. Meanwhile, Poidorak fighting the Dark Elf.
Man, so many good options for characters that we just can't find. R72 getting an Avenger sword out of the Eblon trap chest, or one of the Eblon trap chests. The castle, that is.
So good, yet so useless.
Yeah. At this point, it's a glorified gold rod.
Hashtag money stick.
Pretty much. Chokasura did make his way up into Baron Castle, though, fighting Rubicante in the Baigen spot. Poidrak getting his Dark Elf fight out of the way. I think this is the gatekeeper to the underground, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
I think Dark Elf is in the Rubicante spot.
And Rubicant gets nuked.
Yep. As, I mean, that'll happen when you open up your cave. You're just asking for trouble. Got some decent spells if you're really that strapped for mana.
And Chokasura going straight for the king. Finds Pain Man.
Oh no!
Pain Man's gonna get nuked.
Yeah.
There are a few problems this early on that that nuke doesn't solve.
He's gonna take one Dark Wave to the face, and it doesn't do much. Main pen.
Yeah, nuke solves problems.
Thank you for the spoonerism, Flurry.
Meanwhile, Poidrax trying to piggy his way through Dark Elf. Not doing too well so far.
No. Whisper's gonna turn that Sid back into a man though. So maybe you can get some. Oh, that's a dupe Rydia. I mean,
more Bahamut solves problems, but decides to pass.
It's not a horrible idea, but the only reason I would see taking her this late is to anchor that agility.
Yeah, this is kind of the mid game though, so not really worth.
No.
Too early to anchor and too late to really work her up.
Yeah. Not really worth the slingshot either. Not that.
Yeah, too early for a slingshot.
Yeah. But maybe just maybe we will get to see what the key item here is. Scratch Dragon in the lower right, not finding anything useful in that trap chest.
Just an Excalibur sword for Chokasura at Baron Castle, so nothing there. Yikes. Heading back in, gonna go fight Odin.
I mean, might as well.
Nuke and Bahamut can't solve.
If it's a vanilla Odin, just Ramuh. That'll be fun. Max damage if you use Ramuh on Odin, and I think it takes less time than.
Yeah, it takes a lot less time than a Lit 3.
Yeah.
Which Rydia would.
I don't know if we ever found Ramuh because Rydia hasn't gone underground yet, so.
Oh yeah.
You might be better off just slinging Bahamut at him until he's gone. Error 72 getting his antlion fight out of the way, and it looks like Scratch Dragon and Poidrak are neck and neck right here as far as the underground position is concerned.
Poidrak's been at it a lot longer though.
Yeah. Oh, DJ at Sea, our glorious gift submaster, has found a rune axe somewhere on screen. I didn't quite see where. I'm imagining that Chokasura found it in one of the chests in the tower there in Baron.
But we got an Octomammoth.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Octomammoth in the Odin spot has a ton of physical damage.
Ton of speed too, and Silpheb's not going to slow it down enough.
Yeah, most of this physical damage, Fusoy is just going to say no to, but he's still going to need a couple more nukes before that speed is anywhere even close to as slow as he wants it to be. Hopefully
does he have a Moon Veil?
If he did, he might have used it already.
Doesn't look like it, and it looks like Fu's out of MP, so this might be academic at this point.
I was gonna say
might be who. Yep, and yeah, there's reset. The note. There's the note.
I mean, if Chokasura, you can just head into a shop somewhere, maybe grab some kind of like chemister first aid kind stuff. Maybe. Did he have vampire items?
Looks like she's gonna. No, looks like she's just gonna. He is gonna head underground.
I didn't know what the pronouns were before this. I was just told male on everyone, so I said, "All right." Pass in the underground waterway, or the Eblon waterway, I suppose I should say. He indeed. Is Error 72? Yeah, he's doing the Baron run right now. Oh, both Scratch Dragon and Poidrak, they're halfway through their good old Dark Dragon fights or Dark Elf fights.
Yeah, Ashura coming out. We'll see if it lands the big heal.
Proc that heal. Yeah.
Oh, big heal.
Clutch heal's coming in from Ashura down there on the right. Porum's out of HP, it looks like. Is that...
Oh, Scratch Dragon's got it.
I was gonna say, is that shaking from beating him? Because I didn't think I thought Z was the only shaker here.
Poydrak's still having problems with this Dark Elf. He just does not want to die. There he goes.
Hey, a crystal glove. This is a gauntlet. You can put that on Sid. No, Sid can't wear crystal. It's only Cecil. Man, this is just not working out very well. As far as the loot is concerned, that is. Except for Scratch Dragon. Scratch Dragon found some Dragoon stuff for Sid. So.
Oh, what was that, Chuck? Was that a Sand Ruby? Did I catch that? Yes, it was. It was a Sand Ruby. And
Sand Ruby from Odin?
No, from the Staleman chest in...
Oh. Cave Evelyn.
Cave Evelyn.
That's nice. It's always nice to see. I mean, I don't know who we have in the bed, but could be
neither do
worthwhile.
I don't remember. I don't know if it was ever checked.
I wasn't here if it ever got checked, so. Picking up another Porum there. Dismissed. I always love seeing that. Watching the streams, it's so funny because you can't hear them talk unless you're watching like their stream or something. So you'll, well, I guess for the Seed of the Week, we don't do voice chat for the streams, but it's always funny when it's like, there's no context. They just see it, and you're like, ooh, what are they gonna do? And it's just immediate nope.
Yeah.
Wow, very good shop where Poydrak is. I think that's the...
most likely...
Tamra?
It's either Tamra or Dwarf Castle.
Yeah, very good shop there. Elixirs, lives, illusions, sirens, so many good things there. Oh, never mind, not elixirs and lives, just illusions and sirens. It's the Star Veils that I was thinking of, Star Veils and sirens.
Oh, and Moon Veils, but a little late for that.
I was gonna say a little bit late on the Veils, or the Star Veils, but no, it is Moon Veils, because those are the ones that negate the physical damage. So, Star Veils are still worth it for the Reflect, saves you some MP.
And they tend to last a little bit longer, but apparently, as I learned today, they do run out. And we got a brokerage clerk.
Wow, is that are all of those what are they called? Those randomized? Or are they,
yes, they are.
That's funny. Little things you learn. Jokasura redoing some inventory, doing a quick safety save, and we are off to fight the Gatekeeper once again, the Dark Elf himself.
Yep, error heading into his Octoman fight. I kind of with a low level Riddy, I expect
big hit, 2 big hits.
Yeah, I expect him to nope out of this fight here real quick. There.
He's gonna throw on a Bacchus on Sid. I think Air 72 Sid is actually pretty well armored though, because of the he went down below before coming up here, so Sid should have some Dragoon armor on. He can probably take a few hits.
Ooh, I saw an adamant armor on Poydrak's screen briefly. I don't know where he picked that up.
Probably out of a chest that he just... Oh no, if it's been on there, unless... He must have
that was in basement of Dwarf Castle.
I was gonna say, he must have got it out of one of those chests.
Meanwhile, it looks like Scratch Dragon has entered Lord Babel. Haven't seen if he's found anything worthwhile yet.
Nope. I did see a crystal something or other, but that's not exactly going to be of much use unless it's a crystal ring. In which case, it's better than a protect ring, I think. If only just
Yeah, it
slightly.
tends to be.
Wow, very bad shops in the Dwarf Castle. Take that back. That's a Zeus Gauntlet.
Hello, nurse. And Paladin going down on Chakasura's side. One nuke and bye-bye.
He is going to need to have a lot of MP, though, for this Dork Dragon fight, or this Dork Elf fight. Artemis bow and arrows on Sid, so I foresee a very, very dead elf in the Chokasura's future, though. Air 72 finishing up the Antlion fight there, maybe? Or did he reset? Wait, you can't reset and end up there, so he must have beat the Antlion.
Yeah, with him, I didn't even see what he got. I'm not seeing any new ticks on the tracker, so I'm guessing nothing of value.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there were any key items there. Odin summoned at the Odin spot, apparently, according to DJ at Sea. Quake hits all three parts of Byagen. Today I learned. I had never used Quake on Byagen. I just used summons on him if I ever fought him. Or I was reflecting off of other party members, so that's neat to know. Looks like Barbaricia in the Dr. Luge spot. Or what's her name in this one? Valvalis?
Yep, Valvalis.
Yep, Valvalis.
Never a good find when you're
No Kane.
lacking Kane.
Yeah. No Kane and no Rosa for the guaranteed hits. So this is going to be an interesting fight with that mischance on spells.
Oh, nuke
but
hits.
he did land the nuke. He landed one of them. Just a couple more of those and she should be going down. Bahamut, I think, ignores pretty much every possible mischance.
No, it can miss against Valvalis. Byagen taken out at Calbrenna spot, going into either going to be the Magic Guards or the Kaipo Guards. And we get a secondary foo for Boydrak here at
Chakasura making his way past the Gatekeeper into the underground. And a second Fusoya with the Baron Guards. Or the Kaipo Baron Guards, I should say. A Scratch Dragon taking down his Valvalis in the lower right there. We'll see what he gets from Luge's spot.
just a gold
not
stick.
worth it. Wow, so I just saw a Gungnir Spear in every R72 screen. What a great run for all of those characters we don't have.
I know, right? They don't show up and we get all the gear for them.
Yeah.
The actual.
Here, take a few crystal and dragoon pieces, a couple of Excaliburs, and a Gungnir Spear while you're at it.
Where's Edge to chuck all this stuff?
I know, right? Sadly, he's on the ban list as well, so we won't be seeing him anytime soon.
We'll see if Poydrak remembers that he can do the warp glitch here.
Oh, glitches are on. That is true.
Well, warp glitch and life glitch. We'll see if he remembers. And we got a darkness crystal.
Oh, darkness crystal. That's one half of the puzzle here.
Yep, he remembers. We'll see what we got here.
He gets the...
Finds an adamant armor.
Oh
Round
my
2.
God. 2 adamant armors so far in this seed. The first one, we'll never know where it came from, but we know where the second one is.
First one was in the Dwarf Castle basement. That's where he was when he put it on. So I'm
yeah,
it was right around there.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that, actually. Is he about to turn ready yet? No, okay. He's taking that cursed ring, no, protect ring off of Rydia so that Fusoya can share in the increased defenses there. Meanwhile,
Looks like Chakasura is heading up Lower Babel as well.
Took the words out of my mouth. Checking all his treasures as he makes his way up to the boss fight. Hopefully he'll find some something good out of these trap chests. 2,000 damage. Gonna take it out in one shot. And Ashura, which I think he already has, so that's a nope. Two trap chests in a row. Let's see what comes out of the second one. Another alert, which Sid is very quickly going to make short work of.
Playdrak heading into Lower Babel himself, so he's not that far behind.
10
Error.
samurai arrows.
Woohoo! Kind of.
Oh, a tiara out of that chest there. That's pretty good for Rydia there. Dragoon spear, good for selling. Might as well. Good bit of inventory management there by Playdrak, making sure that he has lots of nice inventory space for those key items that he's most likely going to be getting shortly. Didn't he just head out of Baron Castle? Yeah, or not Baron Castle, the Dwarf Castle. He does have the Darkness Crystal on the top right there.
Yes, he does. Scratch Dragon, in the meanwhile, is in the Sylph Cave, fighting a 6-pack of ghosts, waiting for them to all cast Fire 2. Snooze fest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a
Boreas gonna
cannon
make very
room
short
providing
work
the
of them,
pan.
Never mind.
That explains why Scratch Dragon is heading into the Sylph Cave.
What provided the pan?
Cannon room?
Ah, I see. Makes sense. That's a very good reason to make your way into the Sylph Cave. Oh, I think I have company at the door. 1 second.
Looks like Scratch Dragon's heading up the north route here. Everyone else still just heading up either Lower Babel or Upper Babel. Eric going to be the last one to hit underground.
Turns out company was actually just a package that someone else in the house already paid for. So,
Yay, free stuff.
But I did get some cookies out of it, so that's good at least.
Ooh, what kind?
M&M,
Dude, you gotta share.
if only. Package out of the trap chest.
Doubt we'll be seeing who's there at this point.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think you really get anything out of the package besides a character, right?
Nope, not at this point. We've already found, we already know where the Mist Dragon is.
Yeah.
So,
Mist Dragon's on our deals. So yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, there's no reason, really. Malboro's in the in Scratch Dragon's next chest here. This is going to definitely be probably the most hard fought of all of them. Even though it's really just going to be a couple of nukes and maybe a heal drop if Fasoya gets hit by a bad breath, but he did not. So goodbye, Malboros. You serve only to annoy. Frogs can't cast anything. Oh man, the confused AI in.
It loves to cast Sight for some reason. I don't understand.
It also loves casting like. It never does anything beneficial or detrimental. It just serves to take up time. Crystal helmet out of that trap chest though, so nothing worthwhile in there.
Chakasura fighting Use for a big bomb, getting rid of those ghouls, and Mylon. Ooh,
Oh my goodness. Wow, that big bomb did a lot.
Well, it's not like that spot has a whole lot of HP to begin with.
Yeah, at least Rydia's mom did something, though. We thought it was worthless, but it turns out it was actually just a free boss kill. All right. Let's see. Ballas fight on Poidrak's screen. Pitfall on Era 72s. Looks like he's going to be finally making his way out of the tower. Wait. Yeah, he's actually heading into the underground finally. Oh, bit of lag on the stream there. Should probably refresh real quick. There we go. Scratch Dragon hitting his third or fourth chest. I want to say it was his fourth chest. Down there in the Sylph Cave spot.
Oh, Air is heading directly into the Sylph Cave instead of going into Lower Babel to pick up his pan. That's not. He's gonna have to double dip. That's not gonna be fun for him.
Yeah. It's going to be a very lengthy bit of backtracking. He did set his float. Don't want to have to heal yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised no one's hit up Feymarch yet. This version, Feymarch seems to be a venerable hotspot.
A what hotspot?
Venerable. Yeah. Me trying to use verbs or descriptor words, not verbs. I don't know.
Adjectives.
English. Yes, adjectives. I failed that part of English.
Venerable, from what I understand, means old, which is why Invenerable's name is funny to me because it just means not old. Or I guess.
I thought venerable had another definition.
It might have another one. I'm not sure though. All I know is that venerable means like very elderly, like 90 plus kind of thing.
Today on Free Enterprise, we get an English lesson.
Respectable, I say. Or respectable, I see. Thank you, J Money Motas. Right. Old enough to the point where you're like, wow, that's pretty good, yeah. It's a good amount of age. See what Scratch Dragon gets out of his fourth chest here.
Just a Stardust. Nothing on the north route. Cabin up and back in for the south route.
Does he have his pan? He does have his pan, so in the second route that he goes through here, he will be able to wake up the Yang and grab that extra Sylph item. Chokasura has the pan as well because we just saw him go through Babel, so he will be able to do roughly the same thing as Scratch Dragon here. Pretty much the only person that's going to be set back a little bit at a time is going to be Error 72 here, who did not use his tower key. So thus far, it looks like Poidrak is pretty much in the lead because he has his Darkness Crystal, but if we do find a Crystal Sword or a piece of Adamant down here in the Sylph Cave, then that could set Poidrak back a little bit, depending on the route the rest of the runners take.
You mean Legend Sword, but we all know what you meant.
Legend Sword. Yeah. Did I say Crystal? I meant...
Yes, you said Crystal. We know you meant Legend.
Oh, man. It's been a minute. Yep, there's Poydrak's Pan, so he's going to be heading into the Sylph Cave as well. Let's see how he takes it, though, because depending on how ahead Poydrak feels, he might just decide to go straight for the Pan route. I know a lot of people will try to
Oh,
avoid...
I saw something on Chakasura's side. I didn't quite catch what it was, though.
On Chakasura's side, I did not quite catch that either. It looks like...
Oh, it was the package.
Yeah.
Thank you, Motos.
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure it was the package. Looks like Poydrak is gonna be going for the trap chests here. I was gonna say, I know sometimes people try to avoid the trap chests and hope that they get something done fast, and then they'll just make their way back up if they don't find anything in the Sylph Cave, but Poydrak looks like he's gonna be more thorough. Play it safe. Oh. Why would I disable low latency mode? Probably because I'm lagging. Thank you, Twitch. I'll just refresh, though. Getting the mute bell off, so he will not be wasting too much time with these ghosts. It's actually, I never even thought of that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a strat that's a strat I pulled from Invenerable, I think.
Oh. Invenerable coming up with new tech all the time. Including how to effectively bonk all the mountains.
Scratch Dragon heading up planet side. Did he grab the dark? No, he hasn't grabbed Darkness Crystal yet. Where is he going?
The only person with Darkness Crystal thus far is Poydrak. He's the only person with the moon access right now.
Oh, he's going to Sheila.
Yes, because he has the pan. So you smack Wang, not Wang, smack Yang to wake him up, and then take the pat. Don't smack Wang. It's not comfortable. But anyway.
Also grabbing more Artemis arrows.
Oh man, I wasn't here earlier, so I wasn't here for finding that out. Don't smack Yang's Wang, please. Roll Fizz.
Sheila has nothing in round 1, and Rat Tail round 2. So let's see if the Rat Tail has anything.
We'll find out in just a second here. Man, the frog fight. It's another brutal waste of time, but it looks like Yodu, the Palom of Poydrak, is going to be getting that Quake off before they can say anything, so...
Thankfully, that fight is just annoying. Doesn't hurt you at all, it's just annoying.
Yup.
And...
Like the slog.
Sheila, you gave us nothing.
Yep. Unless this Rat Tail gives us something, in which case Sheila gave us a Ninja Gi, so yep, Sheila's worthless. Pan does nothing. The Pan, it does nothing. I'm thinking that because of what we've seen so far, that the Darkness Crystal is probably going to be the only way to actually get any more, what's it called?
Progression?
Progress, thank you.
Well, we still have all of the Feymarch, and there's 4 spots in the Feymarch, so we've still got some hope there.
Yeah, that's true. I still suspect that the game will not be that forgiving, though. Depending on, I'm not sure what Smaped is notorious for rolling, but could be nothing fun. I, for one, am not a fan of the moon. I know some people enjoy the moon because it basically...
And there's another path. That's what, all 3 we found?
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if I was just being unobservant, but I did see a couple of passes already. So, cake seeds, is that Smapety's thing? Is rolling cakewalk? All right.
So far, the seed has been anything but cake. I mean, it's no Shala Kitty Classic, but I don't know if I'd call it cake.
Yeah, this man's got a front stage VIP and a backstage pass. Or front row, not front stage. Either way, he's got all the passes. He's a Club Z sponsor, not sponsor. He's a patron for Zeromus.
No, Shala, you were not summoned.
Poydrak making his way. I think is this his second run through? I think he did the north spot. Now he's going through and going to Sheila.
Yep. Looks like Error's getting his big fat pile of nothing from Sheila.
Yep. Someone's gonna need to teach me how to do that with the Twitch chat later, because I don't know how to do that. I'm not big on HTML/markdown coding, so interesting little. Chokasura is going to find that his pan's not going to give him much either, and Poydrak is looking like doing some of the same too. So good to know that everyone is gonna learn that Sheila hides nothing but lies. Air 72 gonna be sad that he's gonna go through all this trouble to get the pan, and then the pan's not gonna yield anything. So it looks like Sheila's bringing nothing but disappointment tonight.
As is tradition. Scratch Dragon heading into the depths of the Feymarch Library to find... Ugh. I didn't want to see either one of those.
What's the for?
We've got Kainatsu and Plague.
Oh,
pain
God.
and generic suffering.
Plague and yeah. Plague in the Leviathan spot, or not the Leviathan spot, the Ashura spot. That's gotta hurt. It's a lot of hit points you gotta eat through. I mean, nothing a couple of Bahamut's can't handle, but you're definitely gonna need someone to take the hit with a Kamikaze if you got one. Coffins do not work on Plague. They do, however, work on Sid.
I'll be getting the wall up. This is gonna work. Yeah, bought him some time. Nice recovery for Scratch Dragon.
Yep. And it's going to give like a ton of time. Because
buys him all the time in the world.
Yeah, he's just not gonna stop casting that count ability there, so this is a one fight for Scratch Dragon as long as his mages don't run out of MP. And actually, take that back. Sid's got a bow, he'll be fine. Lots of Artemis arrows being bought on Chakasura's screen.
Yeah, with Plague being afloat, bows will do like 4 times damage, so it's academic at this point. Meanwhile, Poydrak is heading into the Feymarch.
Don't use a Bacchus Wine on Sid, he's reflected.
It'll go right through.
Will it go through? I thought.
Yep,
Oh,
goes
never
right
mind.
through.
I'm thinking of walls. I'm thinking of Star Veils. You can put if you Star Veil with the Star Veil, then it'll reflect, but
Yeah.
not a Bacchus Wine. I'm getting my my J items mixed up here. Count animation is very slow. I'm sure it'll be fine though. DJ at C, you want cake now?
Who doesn't want cake?
I don't know. I work at Dairy Queen, and I tried showing the cake shake off to somebody, but they were very much displeased with the idea of it. So, whoever that person is, they did not want cake.
How can someone not want cake? That's like I don't understand this concept.
Yeah. How is this possible?
Adamant at Ashura spot. Feymarch pays off yet again.
Oh my goodness. That's 3 adamant armors so far that we've seen in the seed.
That's not an adamant armor, that's the adamant key.
Oh, that's the adamant item. Oh my goodness. Cake shake hashtag 80. Okay. Oh, ad. I see. Hey man, I just worked there. I'm not an advertisement. That's one half of the puzzle complete. However. Yep, we see it. Nice little flash, just start flashing like crazy. Is J Money our tracker or is Smapety our tracker tonight? Oh, J Money, okay. Thank you for flashing that adamant.
Now we go to Kainazo, the man who casts wave even though he has no water to cast it with.
Yeah, I don't know where he's finding all this water. All squares everywhere. All these tiles that you gotta float over so you don't take damage.
And Scratch Dragon nopes out.
I'm behind like half a second and it's bothering me. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Poydrak in his plague fight, abusing the count zero strats.
What is the count zero strat? I've done it on accident before, but I don't know what causes it.
Basically, you hold A and pray.
Oh, all right. I had 2 berserked fighters in one of my plague fights, and they just sort of kept attacking, and I never died, and it confused me.
Basically, it's you get the turns off faster than the count can go down once they hit 0.
I see. Do you need to have like really fast characters for it to work or something, or is it just based entirely on how the game's feeling? Oh, certain agility values. I see. I see.
Everybody interested? Watch Invenerable. He'll explain. He can do it a lot better than I can.
Yeah.
Poydrak heading into his Kainazo fight and suffers the same pain as Scratch Dragon did and nopes out just as well.
Oh, does he really? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. The adamant armor did not do any justice to that wave damage. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just it's a it has nothing to do with defense. It's pure HP value.
It's based on HP. So magic armor from the adamant armor doesn't help, or magic resist rather.
Oh, the lit one goes off too soon.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Too bad he doesn't have any lightning bolts saved up from Some chest.
Oh,
Oh no,
he
he has Zeus rages.
He does. We'll see if it goes off in time.
That's good. That's got to go off in time. He timed that like perfectly. Yeah, there it is.
Scared. And wave.
Oh, the wave went off anyway. That's weird. All right.
The wave always goes off anyway. It's the script on that is, I hate. I almost want to say you're better off throwing a Silk Web first turn and then going for the
Zeus Rage.
for the light Zeus Rage, lightning attack, whatever.
Yeah. That might be what he does right now, unless he's just gonna straight up wait for him to gather water. So there's one attack.
You can't wait that long.
He threw one attack, gathering the water right now. Okay, that's. I feel like this might be better timed, but he's run buffering and everything too, so this could be fine.
We'll see if this does it.
And then Ice 3 being queued up.
Nope, wave thrown.
Damn. That's gotta suck.
Poydrak not giving up though. He feels that Kainatsu is holding the goods.
Yeah. I mean, Poydrak also was the first person to get the Darkness Crystal as well, so he's probably like, if the Underground had... Underground's had so many good things, why would it just stop at those? So he's probably like building a little bit of suspicion on Mr. Kainatsu here.
Meanwhile, Scratch Dragon summoning the whale.
Yeah, the Lunar Subterrane has a lot of key item opportunities, so...
Oh, it looks like he countered the... Yep. He countered the wave. So if you can get the...
Successfully countered. That nuke plus the Ice 3 might do it before he gets this wave off, but I'm not sure. He does get the nuke off.
Well, the Ice 3 isn't going to do as much damage because the water's up,
Yeah,
but
water's
it'll
It's
chunk
still-
him good.
I was gonna say it's still a level 3 elemental spell, so yeah, 4,000 damage is pretty good. But it's not quite enough to kill. Maybe this chip damage from the nope.
The wave is still
Almost.
going to hurt, but
He might have
Oof.
enough of his HP gone to make it worth it though. He's just gonna cast Psych or Fast on himself, which isn't too horrible. He's gathering water once again. Possibility for a second wave to go off, depending on how fast his Rydia can cast. She gets the lit
It was-
2 off.
yeah, lit too. The wave's going to come.
I was gonna say, I think the wave might happen either way because of how the cast was. Meanwhile, Scratch Dragon finding what looks like Golbez in the Bahamut spot. Chunkus are getting his adamant armor from the Dwarf Cave, or the Dwarf Castle, I mean.
Well, the wave doesn't come.
Yeah, no wave, so that was like as good a timing as you can get as any. That Ice 3 is gonna deal major damage now because the water's down. Yep, 7,000 damage, it's pretty good. Gathering water one more time, and hopefully this will be the last time. He's dealt at least like 20,000 damage to this so far, so...
Oh, the wave goes off. Oh, Poydrak takes a late wipe.
Yikes. Yep, that's gotta hurt.
And Poydrak finally nopes out of the Fey March. Meanwhile, 5 minutes later, Scratch Dragon finally can start his fight against Golbez.
Yep.
And
Golbez in this spot is actually pretty bad. Like, the amount of magical damage that Bahamut has, I think that Golbez benefits a lot from it.
just a wee bit.
He does keep hitting the one person on the party that can pretty much take it on the chin and be fine, though. Lots of resistance from the Black Mage there.
Mm-hmm. And Fire chooses himself to the face and eat a nuke.
I was gonna say, I think that nuke's gonna do him in.
Nope, not quite.
If one nuke didn't do it, then let's throw in a second one.
And a third Bahamut cast. Eat Fire Dragon breath.
Wow.
And another nuke to the face. Have we mentioned we don't like you?
I was gonna say,
Why? Because you're a jerk. That's
I
why.
was gonna say, I'll say it this one time. No mercy for Trollbez. That's all I'm saying. To Soya, I like that. I like that.
Value in Cave Bahamut.
Oh my god, the Legend Sword. Go mode engaged. Alright, so
Scratch Dragon bailing on the Feymarch finds value in Cave Bahamut, and he just needs to maybe do a little bit of a grind, and he is gonna be on his way to the Z.
Yep, that's gonna take Scratch Dragon basically. Like that's just a win right there. That is so. Oh my goodness. The instant.
He might check one more spot for a 10th key item if my count is correct. And stocks up on elixirs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 12 key items. Why would he need to? Unless I'm miscounting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, never mind. He's got 10. Scratch has got 10 as is, and the crystal will give him his 11th. So
yeah. I'm counting the pass as a key item, which is probably what I shouldn't be doing.
no, pass doesn't count as a key item.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think pass counts for the pool. It counts for the tracker because of how useful it is, but not for the in-game tracker.
Oh, and I forgot to count the darkness crystal. That can't really tell. Yeah, he's got plenty of key items. He probably needs to do just a little bit of a grind, but he's otherwise in full-blown go.
I know that we had a shop that had sirens. I want to say it was Tamra's item shop had sirens. So he could probably set up. Yeah, Tamra, thank you. So yeah, he could probably get some good stuff out of there for that grind.
Chakasura is picking up her adamant armor from Plague. So, sorry. Jeez, I don't know why I keep doing that. I apologize profusely.
I'm sure it's fine as long as you correct yourself. You're trying.
Well, thank you for keeping me honest on that.
Well, I was gonna say because I know that as long as you're trying and you're pretty diligent about making sure that you get it, people don't care that much. So. Let's see here. Why is he heading to? Oh, because he has the pass. Duh. What level are his people at?
Looks like low 50. So yeah, he's a
okay. Yeah,
Scratch Dragon's in good position.
Yeah, that's a reasonable number. Heck.
Oh no, it looks like Riddy is level 40. No, it looks like low 40s.
His
Looks like
party,
he's just
sorry.
gonna depend on Foo nukes.
Not only did I say his people, I said is his people instead of are his people, so that was a double whammy. First of all, I called a collective in Final Fantasy something other than a party. Poydrak going all the way back to the Tower of Zot. I don't even know if there was anything good in the Tower of Zot. I think it was like a
Foo and an Artemis bow,
yeah.
if
that's
I
what it was,
remember
the bow.
correctly.
Oh my goodness. Air 72 just killed Kainazo.
Wow, that's oof. And all that for a Bahamut summon. Oof. Meanwhile, Chakasur is again banging his head against Kainazo.
Yeah.
Now the question everyone wants to know, whose butt are we gonna kick today?
We're gonna find out in just a second here. Oh, Nwame, I can do you one better than that. What power is his squad? There you go.
Is his power level over 9,000?
Ask Vegeta. Let's see.
Don't you mean Nappa?
Oh yeah. Well, no, Nappa was the one that asked Vegeta. It is all of Organization 13. They're fighting all 13 members.
What
Wow.
game is that from?
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that explains why I don't recognize it. Never played it.
Yeah. It's a Nomura game. 13 Charles Barkley. Thank you, Rivers. Ooh. Chat's popping off with all these. You can't slam them with the light, then jam with the darkness. I don't know if you'll get that one because you're not a Kingdom Hearts guy, Queb, but that is very funny in context. On another topic, it looks like this fight could go one of two ways. He got the nerf off, so it looks like it's going to go in a very good way.
Yeah, now it's just reflect the nukes
and he's gonna have
nukety,
like
nukety.
He's gonna have like 3 nukes being reflected at once too, because I think. Oh, never mind. That's Porum. I thought it was Palin. Never mind. Yep. He's just gonna go ahead and. Get himself all kinds of healing done with those precious items, and this looks like it'll be a pretty clean Z fight.
Looks like Sid and Porum are there just to toss items.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
One of them days, huh?
I would like to take note of all of our ramifications in regards to what we already have knowledge of. Poydrak is currently in the Dark Elf Cave, which gives nothing. Chokosera is trying to take down the Odin spot again, which gives nothing. I don't know where Error is. I think, oh, he's in the Dark Elf Castle, so Error is actually going to be pretty close to. Oh wait, he doesn't need to be there because the yeah, he does, because Bahamut gave the the Legend Sword. So
No, Poydrak's in
I meant Error.
Dwarf Castle. Or Error, yeah, Error is in Dwarf Castle.
Poydrak is in Twin Harp right now. Or
Yes.
he's in Cave Magnus. Yeah.
So we're gonna get round 2 of music.
Yep. Except for me, because I have the stream muted. I unmuted it to hear the music the first time, and then I was so ashamed that I forgot that it was final, or that I misheard the music, and I muted it. But oh, Nitsuka, you're in for a treat then. The music this time around is very good. Chokasura is making his way up to the moon, hopefully also to Cave Bahamut, excuse me. What happened to Scratch Dragon's Bahamut fight, or Zeromus fight?
Actually, pretty much what we expected.
Looks like that last nuke is what's going to do it, if the SRL has anything to say about it. Oh, maybe a couple more, never mind. I'm very behind. Apparently.
Spoiler, no spoiling. And there's the crackle bang. Scratch Dragon has come in first place with an official SRL time of 1:37:29.
Sorry for the
Get
spoiler.
your GGs in chat for Scratch Dragon.
I didn't realize it was on that hard of a delay. I'm sorry. If that is the case, then I will let Que take the dot duns from here. Questifer. Oh my goodness. I just got added so many times in Discord. Welcome, Scratch Dragon.
Thank you, thank you. Why is the ghost of rivers haunting me?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because value in Cave Bahamut.
Why?
I don't know what you're talking about. Cave Bahamut always has value.
You get out of my call right now. No, it was a decent enough run.
That is very deserved of you to tell me that.
No.
I showed up late. I spoiled the stream. I'm not feeling it today, you know?
Oh my, like honestly, why Cape Bahamut? I'm now cursed forever. I have to go to Cape Bahamut first every time now.
Hey, if I have to go to Mount Ordeals first every time, you have to go to Cave Bahamut first every time.
No, I refuse. I refuse. I'm so glad I noped out of K Nazo and I just said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this today.
Yeah, that was the brave and honestly the smart call, because he was just not cooperating with anything anyone had wanted to do with that. And yeah, that was the smart play.
We're allowed to say what it gave, right?
At this point, sure.
I was gonna say it was just a Bahamut summon.
Nice.
And I mean, you already had one.
So, I mean, once I got Bahamut, I was just there like, wow, all right, let's just go kill everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a good seed, not bad. For the things we were given, it was really quick. It was just a matter of remembering where everything was, and no set value in Sylph Cave, which is kind of sad, but what can you do?
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that more people didn't dive Feymarch sooner, because what I've noticed, and this could just be confirmation bias, but Feymarch has had value every seed from what I can tell this version.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the hot tip to how I race.
All right.
So the hot tip is consistent plays over long shot plays 90% of the time.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Right. It's the hot tip. It's what the kids are, the cool kids in the street are doing, right? So you want to go where, like, typically you want to go where the biggest frequency of items are, but it's just that the confirmation bias that there's always something in these one places like Cape Bahamut that there's always something there. But I mean, no, if you had skipped it this time around, it would have been perfectly fine. But it's just, I'm glad I noped out of ordeals with Fabul there. So sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and say, well, if it's there, it's there, and there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this one. It's nice to play a Forge of Crystal with a twist.
I feel like the twist in this case was the fact that you got it done in sub 140. You usually expect V1's KQM to go on a long time.
Well, I mean, when the memes are strong.
Yeah.
Especially when you're basically down to your mages.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be deeper down in the moon, to be honest, because there was such a high chance that it's going to be in one of those chests. But no, Cave Bahamut behind Golbez, which I can imagine that a lot of people are probably just going to nope out of. But
especially because it's gold, but it takes such a long time, and then if you don't get everything up when your party members are red, it's a hassle of a fight. But the gear, I feel, in this, regardless of the fact that it gave you mostly weapons that you can't use, I feel like the gear besides that was actually pretty good.
3 life rods, ribbon, a heroine. What else did I get? A whip, I guess. The Artemis bow with Artemis arrows that were bought in Fabul. I mean, it wasn't a bad seed for items. It wasn't like you were lacking, I guess, is to be the word. If you actually checked around, the adamant armor in the whatchamacallit space was actually very clutch for fighting Golbez in the Luca key spot.
Yeah, there was actually another one in the Dwarf Castle basement. I can't remember. I think it was Error who found that. So there was actually a second one floating around.
Wasn't there also one in the Darkness Crystal spot in
Dwarf Castle? Yeah.
Castle, yeah. If you
that's Luca Key.
Yeah, that's the one that I got.
Oh, okay, that is okay.
Yeah, because that replaces the Luca key item. So if you go down and check Luca key after that, you don't get a key item.
Right, gotcha.
Mind you, I had no idea until I sat there and I finished Dwarf Castle that that glitch was on. I sat there, I actually have the seed notes in another tab, and I was there like, wait a second, I can do this. Holy, I don't have to do Luca. So just a note, kids, always check your flags.
Yes, learn your flag shorthand. It will save you many a times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, yeah, I sat there and I thought for a second that MP underflow was allowed too, but I was there like, no, it wasn't. Forget that. Forget it. You didn't make your life harder than it really needed to be.
Alrighty. Any other thoughts or notes before we let you go?
Plenty of them, but I'm not allowed to say them because this is a PG stream, and Rivers has cursed me, so...
Oh wow! All right.
No, but no, it was a good race. It was a good seed, and my typical message to everyone is, this game is a lot of fun. This game, even if you haven't played FF4, play FF4, then come and play this. tell your friends, tell everyone. This randomizer, maybe except for Link to the Past, is the best randomizer. You can at me for that.
I will argue with you on that, sir. This beats Link to the Past.
I was gonna say also, if you're bad at Link to the Past, this one's better, but
Well,
I'm
I
pretty
am also
bad
bad
at.
at Link to the Past, so that's why I say this one's better.
I was gonna say I'm pretty bad at Link to the Past.
I'm bad at Link to the Past, but I enjoy playing it just casually. Racing is impossible, but casually is fun.
Yeah.
You could play this casually and have tons of fun.
Oh yeah, I remember one time I had like I did like a casual 4-hour run with this. I got everyone to 99 and just mopped the floor with Z, and it was a blast.
You mean 13?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
sorry.
13 of us. There is no such thing as Z.
Yeah,
Right.
Organization 13. I beat all of Organization 13 at level 99.
But on that note, I don't see Ganon turning into any special sprites. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That would be actually impossible.
Exactly.
Unlike this game, hitboxes actually matter. So
The hitboxes? What are those?
you bring up a good point.
I know not of what you speak. What are hitboxes?
Yeah,
I have a hitbox. I played my fighting games on it, but that's about it. I'm full of it tonight. But once again, anyone who's watching, tell your friends, tell them to play, and that's it.
All right.
All right, boys. Thank
Alrighty.
you.
Well, again, Scratch Dragon GG, and thank you for watching, or thank you for being restream, letting us watch you demolish this one for us.
And also thanks for the interview.
Not a problem. Thanks, boys. GG's.
Yeah, good game.
GG. And remember, folks, to follow Scratch Dragon. We'll get that posted up here real quick.
Oh. There it is.
Thank you, Rivers. Anyway, catching up here, it looks like everyone else is on the moon. Looks like Poidrax heading into his Golbez fight in Cave Bahamut. Gonna find the Legend Sword here pretty quick.
And I think Error is also getting ready to do his Golbez fight. I'm pretty sure he's in front of Cave Bahamut right now.
If I saw correctly, I think he's right in front of Golbez. Yep, there he is.
Oh yeah, it's just straight up in front of Gold. All right. What's in the Giant? Why are people going for Giant right now?
There is a trap chest in the Giant.
Oh right. I was thinking for some reason that like the Giant himself dropped a key item, and I was like, all I can think of is maybe the whatever it's called fight.
Last arm?
Yeah, last arm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the trap chest in the Giant.
Yeah. Chokasura doesn't seem like he even has adamant yet. Which means he hasn't fought
Plague.
So Chokasura might be in it for the long haul. Although it does make me curious, though, as to oh, huh. That would be a neat idea. Nitsky. Nualme. I don't know why. But that sounds like something I've heard before. Yeah, depending on how Chokasura goes about this, he could be... Oh, no, he's going straight for Bahamut, so he'll have one half of the puzzle done, and then if he decides that he maybe got enough, he might decide to start finishing up other places, and then he'll just naturally find the adamant. So I think it's pretty much just a race to the finish here. I mean, that's what it is in general, but I mean, like, now we're getting to the end of it.
And Poydrak getting his legend sword. And Chokasura noping out of Golbez. He's gonna regret that a little bit later.
Lot. Error, on the other hand, I think he was the one that beat Cognazzo, right? Error beat Cognazzo.
No, that was Poydrak, I believe.
Oh, was it Poydrak? I'm surprised that Poydrak noped out of Golbez then.
No, Poydrak didn't nope out of Golbez. Chokasura noped out of Golbez.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I see.
And Error takes down Golbez, will be getting his legend sword momentarily. And that'll be a race to dive back underground, and then right back up to the moon.
Alrighty then. Just go ahead and exit on out of that Cave Bahamut there. Poydrak is doing some grind fights on the moon. I wonder what to continue the ongoing thing with Nwame here. I wonder what power his squad's at. Woobear, not on stream, has finished in second place with a time of 1 hour 52 minutes 42 seconds.
He claims it was an accident.
Yeah, he claims it was an accident. He's also accepting cuddles. Oh, is in the dot done. Okay, I thought he meant like he accidentally beat the game. Oh, never mind. Accepting all of the cuddles was an accident. My mistake. Air's gonna get his crystal forged up right now, and we'll see him taking on Organization 13 pretty soon. Did he hand him... I know he didn't hand him the pass. He handed him the adamant, but it looked like he handed him the pass. Could you imagine if you just gave Cockle the pass, and he's like, "What do I do with this piece of paper?" That'd be something. I'm thinking that. Oh, good job, Simbu, finishing in third place with an SRL time of 1 hour 54 minutes 31 seconds. I think that if Chokasura, I don't think Chokasura is going to need to grind, which is probably the upside of not being able to find these key items, is that he can just kind of go straight for Z once he does find the key items. I don't know how much time grinding is going to take because I'm not sure what the levels of the other parties are, but it could save potentially a bunch of time. He only has Wyvern plus traps to check. Did he actually go through everything else already? Because that's pretty amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow, Chokasura just blazing through Lunar Subterrane. How swole the other gangs are. Yep. How many fuel units the other troops have. Poydrak is gonna head back into his airship and hop on there to get the Toroya, and we will see him heading straight towards Organization 13. Meanwhile, Error 72, he's probably got a few more fights if I had to guess, depending on what level. Nope, he's done with his grind fights as well. So we have Poydrak and Error 72 making their way to their Z fights, and Chokosura should be following up pretty shortly, actually, because of how fast he's doing Lunar Subterrane. It's always something. It's always some new meme with me every time I stream. It's either making fun of the way that making fun of the way that I talk about people's parties, or talking about how weird the runners' flexes are when they get rid of my boy Edge. Poydrak getting his crystal made. He's making his way to Toroya. That's where all the fun comes from, though, Noel, man. Here's a curious question. Does the pass go away like other key items when you trade it to the guy? Or do you just show it to him and he lets you in? What place are we fighting for? Error 72, I believe, is fighting for 4th place. The most recent was Simbu in 3rd place with a time of 1:54.31. Very interesting fights that we're seeing in Lunar Subterrane. Seen Odin, I saw the really high-powered chests kind of further up the Lunar Subterrane than they normally would be. Oh, take it back. Looks like they are going to be fighting for 5th place, as Salty Fry has just finished in 4th place with the time of 1 hour 58:50. I do think, however, that, well, depending on how their fights go, they could end up getting sub 2 hours, but I wouldn't count on it because they did just start. So,
Yeah, it doesn't look like sub 2 is going to be possible.
yeah. Which just means that Scratch Dragon is even like the longer this game goes on, the more Scratch Dragon's time is like, oh my god, it's just so fast. It's like the weirdest KQMT V1 flag set time ever. Is he opting not to? Oh, okay, he is.
Yep, he just now queued up his Silk Web, so it
Yeah.
should.
Yep, there it goes. Okay, that should. I think that's gonna what's it called? Oh man, the lucky. That's a good nuke. Lucky reflect on the Zeromus nuke there. And it looks like that should. I don't know. That might have nerfed it. I think he did it in time.
Oh yeah, it was definitely in time.
That Sid has so much HP. Yeah, that was definitely on time. Nukes are gonna make very quick work at this. First one's always nerfed. I don't know how accurate that is, because I've been wiped by a first nuke. You did
Well,
say
as long as you hit the spell before the before it goes off, it's always nerfed.
Oh, really? Regardless of when you do it, even if it like I mean, I mean, it still has to be after the shake, I'd assume, but
Nope, it can be before the shake.
wow, that's crazy.
But only on the first one.
Yeah.
And there's the
Looks
Crackle
like
Boom. Error is
Error
taking 5th
52,
place at
or Error 72, I
201.16.
mean.
Get your GGs in chat for Error.
Yep, Error getting that just a tiny bit over 2 hours. That is still a very good time for these flags. That is very true. I've seen KQMT V1 flags go on 3 hours. Oh, looks like Poydrak also just got his Z kill on stream. Completed that with a time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 47 seconds.
So just under 30 seconds between the two of them.
Yeah, that's like back to back. Neck and neck is a very good way to phrase that. Speaking of which, Error, welcome.
Error, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
Doesn't look like it. Normally the name would flash green if he was trying to speak. It could just be that his mic's not working or something.
Hello.
Ah, there it is.
Hello!
And as we get your audio feed coming, it looks like Poydrak just joined the call as well.
Maybe.
Ah, man, there he is.
So,
Let's not talk about the first 15 minutes where I wiped on Ogopogo somehow and didn't realize I hadn't saved. Let's just skip all of that and continue on to the rest of the seed, which was.
If we're doing that, we'll completely ignore my attempts at Kenyatso at the Leviathan spot as well, then.
Oh my goodness, Poydrak, I've never heard your voice. It's beautiful.
yes, please, speak more.
Yeah. Tell us about your Kainazo fight.
Oh, just the lightnings weren't lining up because of the speed. Just couldn't get it. That's all.
I see.
Luckily, it wasn't needed though.
Kainatsu is a jerk. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep,
Great.
acceptable.
So, guys, what did you think about the seed?
So, like I said, I had a terrible start because I somehow wiped on Ogopogo when I didn't save in front of Fable. I'm going to save a few seconds. 2 SIDS isn't going to wipe anything that's here. Oops. Especially since I tried to get... Well, I died because I tried to get rid of the experience. I'm sure he was just 1 hit away. But...
Yeah,
after
Ogopogo's
that, I
one of
decided
those-
I YOLO'd Zot in the Twin Harp. Music. Hope the people enjoyed. Normally, I would have never gone Twin Harp in that situation, but it's like, if I'm going to have any chance to win, I need to just do something like way off.
Yeah, Ogopogo in a lot of spots can just catch you off guard, especially that early. You think you can do it because you've got a little bit of damage, and you end up wiping to it. It happens because of the percentage-based damage. Luckily, it didn't happen to me, but yeah, I had my own issues. I feel my problems was that Kenyatso fight, but also not going to the moon when I had the chance. I had 2 adamant armors. I had 2 foos. Well, one definite foo at that time, and I should have just went up and just got started then.
What can we say? Ogopogo is a jerk.
Yeah, Ogopogo, the Nope Noodle is locally called. It tends not to be very fun when, especially early on, when you don't have a lot of really high tier magic damage and you're basically just relying on attacking.
Sid Early can really can help with that, get through that. But I only had wooden hammers. Those don't cut it in the long run. I think the best thing I found was a poison axe, and I didn't even equip that in the end.
So, Fabul had Artemis arrows for sale.
Yes, it did.
So my Sids were rocking Artemis arrows and elven bows. Found elven bows someplace
Oh, nice.
for a while, and they did a lot of work. And then I just decided to commit to like mage strats just because.
And those maid the maid strats that you did actually shredded. Like that was a really fast Z fight.
I was a bit disappointed I didn't kill Z before the Big Bang. To be honest.
With how many nukes you had, yeah.
It took me a long time to set up for Golbez, because you may have noticed that, well, first off, I picked up a level 1 Rydia, or rescued a level 1 Rydia, because it's like, okay, I'm going to commit the maze strats, I'll just, slingshot with a couple of gold dragons. I could have done, the actual grind fight in the giant while I was there checking that chest, but given the amount of time it would have taken to set up, and I had a couple of sirens, it's just, I'll just throw a couple of sirens. It'll be easy enough with Artemis arrows. And then I see Golbez there, and it's like, can I wipe here?
It's always a question.
That spot's notoriously low on magic power, so not usually, especially if you've got a Sid or two, because, yes, it is possible.
But, one adamant armor, a couple ribbons, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, star veils.
It's harder not to. It's harder to wipe than not to in that spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how much didn't know how much magic power was in that spot. I haven't really studied the game at all as to know which. I mean, some places are famous. It's like Leviathan has super high attack power, even though in the base game, he doesn't have a single physical attack.
Yeah.
And Valve Alice at top of the tower having no magic defense, even in tornado form. That was a bit of tech that I was able to exploit as well for that.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew there's a couple spots where Val doesn't have that magic defense. Elements in Giant of Babel is one. The Luge spot's one. I don't know all of the spots, but
yeah, I'm actually glad she was there rather than one of the others, because this team, to get through Val in a good spot for her, I don't think we would have been able to do it, even with Artemis. It would have been very.
Yeah, I think it would have been pretty easy just because Bacchuses were also on the overworld, so to get a Sid going.
I guess it depends on which spot it is, how fast it is, and such. But yeah, that was.
I mean, with the Fu, and you probably had a Palom, or not a Palom, a Porum available. Well, it depends on the spot, but with the ability to cast Blink, Valvolus isn't all that dangerous. Then you just have to worry about getting petrified.
Yeah,
as long as you have a reliable means of damaging her, of course.
Yeah, I picked up illusions especially for her, since I knew she was at the top of the tower. I saw them in bottom of her, so I just picked up 10. That put me through for the rest of it.
Objection.
There's not really too much more about that seed. It's fairly straightforward, really.
Noalme, what are you objecting? Val is always dangerous? Well, with my vast knowledge of the game, which is actually not that vast because I've been learning all kinds of stuff this stream, Val's only always dangerous, quote unquote, when you don't have a cane to get her out of Tornado, because Tornado is the thing that makes Val dangerous. Depending on the spot that she's in, though, like Poitrak just said, like not having any magic defense in the spot that she was in basically makes her a joke. depending on whether or not you actually have someone that can nuke her down. That is.
Yeah, and we had plenty of options for that with Tufus available if you had got the two at that point. Palin with Quake, Rydia with Bahamut for most people at that point, even though I got my Bahamut later.
Does Quake work on Val?
Yes.
It does.
Oh, all right.
Quake only doesn't
because she's a
work on-
literal tornado.
Yeah, Quake is the only thing that doesn't work on. Well, it doesn't work on Mylon Z because he's a flying enemy for some reason.
That's really weird. Of the 4 elementals, you'd think that Earth would be the least possible one to fly.
Well, he's given
they
that
seem
because he's
bad
the quote
for
unquote
you.
Earth elemental, and they don't have an Earth elemental tag, so they give him the flying element. So Quake doesn't work on him. It's shoddy programming at its finest.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But that's how they had to do it in the 90s.
if they
Makes me
want.
wonder if Earth is even considered an element, because I mean, they're elemental resistances, right? And absorptions. You know,
Earth is not considered an element in Final Fantasy IV at all. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not
just-
elemental.
It's fire, ice, lightning, and holy.
Yeah, fire. It's
Yeah, and non-elemental for flare and or nuke.
there's also the piercing jump fly elemental or whatever it's called. Spears, arrows, and jump does it, and it deals quad damage to flying units.
I was happy to see Plague in that Ashura spot.
So, I was gonna say, speaking of flying, Plague and Ashura was probably one of the most benevolent sights I had seen.
Curse Ring, Berserk everyone, and Plague's simple. In pretty much any spot, because the countdown just never ends.
Dr. Cossack says that the Dark Element also exists, but only Dark Knight Cecil has it. I think that's true because the Dark Sword does really
Yes.
bad damage to undead.
Yeah, that is true as well. Yeah, it does exist. It's for his weapons and the Dark Command.
And for whatever reason, I believe Octomom is actually weak to dark, just so Cecil isn't completely useless that fight.
Yeah. Miss Dragon is also weak to Dark, and so is Mom Bomb, actually.
Because
guess
All of the early bosses.
I was gonna say because Dark Knight Cecil's sword is actual trash. It doesn't add any it. I think it adds to. Oh man, one of his swords adds to a really weird value that you wouldn't think it does. Like I know Deathbringer adds to wisdom.
It does, yeah. The Black Sword does all stats except will, which it minuses.
Yeah. And then like one of his other swords I think increases like agility or something dumb. Maybe it's just the Death Sword.
No, I think it's just a Black Sword that actually
Black
increases
Sword.
any stats. The other ones don't do any stats, but the base one doesn't have an element, but the Darkness Sword does have darkness on it. If I'm remembering correctly, I might be wrong there though.
While we've been chatting it up in here, it looks like Dr. Cossack has finished in 7th place with 2 hours 8 minutes 45 seconds. Rumblefish finished in 8th place with 2 hours 11 minutes 51 seconds. Zilch finished 9th with 2 hours 11 minutes 53 seconds. Dark Kobold, great name, has finished in 10th place with a time of 2 hours 13:13. And just now, Choco Sura finished in 11th place with 2 hours 14 minutes 21 seconds. So, Choco making an absolute mad dash towards the rest of the key item spots, just wrecked Z. So we'll go ahead and get him in here, and then we'll call it a stream once we get everyone's final thoughts.
Well, I don't really have any main final thoughts except Seed was fairly nice. I was considering, and we had really a mage team, It didn't really throw us any issues along the way, and had plenty of gear if you went out and found it.
Rydia is the one character that T4 really makes good. She's pretty not good early game for the most part, and basically any other treasure set. But T4, you're almost certain to get something for her.
Yeah, because T4 is the treasure set that gets the not the elementals, the summon. Those are the T4 is what lets you get summons from chests.
Bahamut and Leviathan specifically. Because you can still get stuff like Odin and Sylph and stuff in T3.
Yeah.
Which Sylph isn't bad. An early Sylph can carry pretty hard. But yeah.
Alrighty. Well, before we let you guys go, any final thoughts?
No, I'm done. Thanks for commentating. I'm sure it's been a bang up job, and I'll be able to watch it again a bit later. But yeah, enjoy everyone. It's a heck of a lot of fun doing these.
Well, we enjoyed watching it, and make sure to follow these guys, Error and Poidrak, and Chakasura will be joining us shortly.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your evening.
Thing. Good games, you too, guys. Like Questifer just said, he in the Twitch chat linked the runners and as well us over here in the stream team for tonight. Definitely follow the rest of them more than follow me because I'm inactive right now. So follow them, do it. On that note, we have Chokasura in here. Chokasura.
Oh man.
That how about that seed?
Man, the seed wasn't even that bad. It's just my decision making is horrible.
I feel you there, man. I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah, this is 2 community races in a row where I made bad decisions. So I think that's telling me something.
Yeah, like I said, you know, everyone. I've been there. I've done that. I've made the bad decisions, done the bad gambles, followed the wrong breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
it happens. Just keep running. Just keep playing. Yeah, it'll come to you.
Yeah.
You'll have your good races. You've been at the top. You'll be back there again.
True. What really frustrated me was when I went to the moon, well, Lunar Subterrane, did a few bosses, and then went to Bahamut spot and looked at Gold Bears and stood there. I'm thinking to myself, do I do this or do I go back to the moon?
And then you noped out, and lo and behold, Gold Bears was holding that legend sword.
You know, I'm glad I went back the second time before I started checking trap chests. Because if I started checking those chests, it would have been even longer.
Well, as I said all to every time, Golbez is just a jerk.
I know. And all that was after I fully cleared pretty much everything on Earth. Oh.
And I didn't catch it. Did you nope out a plague? In Feymarch?
I don't think I did.
I think
I might have noped out and checked my equipment or something, but
yeah, because I'm pretty sure you noped out of Kainazo, but I don't remember if you noped out of Plague.
No, I did Kainazo. I remember because I had a curse ring on Palom and I left it on him for a while, and I might have noped out a plague and then checked my equipment, but I don't think I noped out
it's been a long haul. My brain is a little fuzzy at this point.
Yeah, so was mine. Early game, I thought I caught myself trying to make a bold play by doing Zot that early with just 2 characters. I mean, I knew I could try to do it, but unfortunately it didn't work out for me.
Yeah, you were trying to pull a lot of stuff with just Sid and
Vidya.
Palom or Sid and Rydia.
Sid and Vidya, yeah. I knew I could actually do something with them because I had decent gear with them. But and so
Yeah, you were just rolling the dice quite a bit, and it was just coming up snake eyes for you.
yeah,
quite a
pretty
bit
much. And Sylph Cave, I was really frustrated because I was trying to manipulate my agility so that I could actually throw my mute bells before they got their turns, but my team was just too slow, and I didn't have any speed boosting equipment, so
Mhm.
that's why that took a while.
And Sylph Cave just not paying out tonight for anybody.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. So Self Cave was a jerk. Self Cave sucked this seed.
Yeah, Sylph Cave did suck. I personally hate doing Sylph Cave, but only reason why I did it right then because I had the pan and I wanted to get it all out of the way.
Yeah, and you weren't the only one who went right into Sylph Cave after Lower Babel. So I mean, you weren't the only one, and so that was the time sink for everybody.
I think
Yeah,
Error.
I
I think Error might have done it like three times or something like that because he didn't even go into or he even go into Lower Babel before heading to Sylph Cave. I think.
Yeah, he at
Oh,
least
wow.
double dipped it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So Sylph Cave was picking on everybody tonight.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, on KQMT, I usually try to do Sylph Cave in one go if I can, unless the pan is in some crazy spot. But thankfully, it wasn't. So, but this seed though, just
This was a seed.
that Bahamas
At least
spot,
it wasn't
man.
at least it wasn't a Shala Kitty Classic.
Nah, if Skull Kitty rolled this seed up, we'd all still be here for another hour.
that's true.
Alrighty, man.
Yes.
Well, any final thoughts before we let you go?
I'm probably going to be not playing KTCs for a little bit.
You and
to,
everyone, man. Screw take KT, dude.
Yeah, I think the furthest I'm gonna go is KQM for a little
Yeah.
while.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so very much for letting us watch, and
All right.
GG's, my friend.
Yeah,
All right,
very,
GG.
very entertaining from all of our runners here tonight. Very good stuff. Good games.
All right, GG.
GG's. Well, folks, again, I am Quest for Working. Make sure to follow our runners Poidrak, Error 72, Chakasura, and Scratch Dragon. The links to their streams are in the chat. Make sure to follow them all, and follow our stream team. Ivalon. Again, I'm gonna butcher this name, so apologize in advance. My commentary partner,
It's
Ivalon Streams 995. I am Quest for Working. Our tracker,
that's
J
correct.
Money Motos. And our restreamer, Mapedy, again, I apologized to him before. I'm going to butcher his name every time I say it. But Evelyn, you got the last word tonight.
all right. Once again, thank everybody for watching. This has been a good Friday night. Apologies for the commentary. I was a little bit late, as well as the delay was a bit more than I had expected. So apologies for the spoilers in the actual live stream itself. But anybody interested in playing Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, I'm sure there are links all over the place in this video, as well as the Twitch chat, ff4fe.com or something like that. The Discord is also very open and forgiving. If you're looking for tips and stuff like that, community's great. Follow our runners, everyone that was here with us tonight, everyone on the stream team. Once again, the follow is appreciated, but I'm inactive at the moment, so please follow everyone else. They're much greater, and they're actually doing things. Also, good games to all of our racers that are going to be finished as the stream comes to a close here. Peasants OMFG in 12th place, and Kinda Nerdy Housewife. Everyone's names. I'm loving all the names. Finishing in 13th place, both of them within about 30 seconds of each other. So it was a very nice run tonight. It was nice and quick, and it showed that even though sometimes the flags themselves look very unforgiving, the run and the execution really determine how well the run is going to go for you. So when you see a bad set of flags, that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad seed. So have a good night, everybody. I've been Ivalon. I've been here with Christopher Workin, and we'll see you guys next time.
Work.